What's up, everybody? This is the Act Ma'am. Ma'am, it's Ma'am here, and I just wanted to say yes to ESG scores.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and recently we saw one of the biggest PR disasters in gaming history.
Actually, two of them now.
Well, guess we got two of them. We have just witnessed a monumental screw-up on par with the day before and the Battlefront 2 loot box.
Now, the day before wasn't a screw-up. It was 100% an intentional scam. There's a difference. And these good old Star Wars loot boxes, they were also 100% intentional.
Box fiasco. And if you don't believe me, by the end of this video, I think you will. Today we are diving into one of the greediest and scummiest video game developers, and quite possibly one of the dumbest scams ever attempted. If you guys thought what Ubisoft was doing with Star Wars Outlaws was bad, Battlestate Games just said, "Don't hold my beer, hold my fifth of vodka." Battlestate Games is the developer of Escape from Tarkov.
They're Russians, by the way, if you did not know. And this is the same as trusting the Greeks with loans or money. The Greeks don't have problems that you gave them money. You have a problem that you thought that they're gonna ever repay that money.
Extremely popular extraction-based shooter. Over the last 7 years, EFT has gathered a very dedicated hardcore fan base, partly because nothing else on the market is quite like it. Nothing else satisfies that same itch. This is both a blessing and a curse for Tarkov fans, because without true competition, companies tend to abuse their monopoly. And that
is true. And sometimes they do it even without a monopoly, which is even more hilarious, honestly.
That's what's happened with BSG. They have absolutely lost their minds. They attempted to scam their most diehard players, introduce pay-to-win mechanics, and have doubled down harder than any company.
Now, to be fair, I have actually talked with people who have played Tarkov for a long period of time. Pay-to-win was always a part of the game. But Tarkov was the best thing out there, so most people kind of just accepted it. It's like Lost Ark. Pay to win is there, but most people don't really care about it, because at the end of the day, you can pay to win all you want. Someone who just clicks buttons better than you is gonna win at the end of the day and be better than you. So when it comes to pay to win and games that involve a lot of skill, honestly, depends on the pay to win, and pay to win is always bad, but sometimes pay to win can just be ignored, and that's what actually happened to Tarkov. People knew that there's pay to win there, but it's like, okay, not honestly a big deal. I'm still better than all the pay to winners
I have ever seen. And while later on they did try and course correct, we'll talk about that later. And why has protecting your internet security gotten to a spectacular announcement, a wondrous massive update, which would include the highly anticipated offline co-op PvE mode. Consistent progression, no wipes, just you and the boys and a good time, right?
Right?
Were it so easy.
However, this PvE mode would be exclusive to those who purchased the new version of Escape from Tarkov, the Unheard edition.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Available to you for the low, affordable, reasonable, generous price of...
Fuck you! Give me $250!
What's that? You can't afford that? Oh.
Save up, dude. What are you, fucking poor? Yeah, man, $250 though. That is so crazy of a price point.
Look at me. I'm a regular person. Oh, I have to pay for groceries. I have to pay rent. Oh, woe is me. I'm not a millionaire. That's right. For 250 big ones, you too can get an armband that marks...
I like how millionaires try to pretend that 250 is a big one for them. I absolutely love it. Hey, I'm not making even 1/10 of what the Act Man is making, but I'm gonna say I don't care about the price of groceries. I don't care about the price of rent. So, all of this trying to be relatable, like the Act Man has any idea how much cheese costs in the supermarket, or how much eggs or milk costs. Bro, get the fuck out of here, you absolute liar. Everyone's just trying to be relatable constantly. Oh, look at me, I'm a millionaire, but I'm so relatable. Oh, 250, what now, dollars? Is that even money? Oh yeah, that's big. Yeah, that's... Guys, that's a lot, right? Relatable. Hashtag.
Target of harassment and discrimination by the rest of the community. Let's think about this. If the base version of Tarkov is $50, then this DLC is 4 times more expensive. Maybe that's why.
Oh, wait. What is this?
Is $50. Then this DLC is 4 times.
Well, yeah, I guess he's right. It is 4 times more expensive than the base. No, wait, it's 5 times. If he worded this slightly different, he would be right. But boys, this is not how math works. Listen, okay? If you ever needed more proof that the act man is literally a fucking retard, here it is. He doesn't even understand that the DLC is 5 times more expensive than the base game, okay? If he said if he said you can buy 4 more games for that, that would be fine. I would let it slide. But this motherfucker doesn't know how, you know, division works, how the star thing works, you know, that one. Oh, multiplication is hard. 4 times more expensive. You heard it here first, boys. 4 times more expensive. 250 is 4 times more than 50. My God, and I bet there's gonna be Actman fans trying to pretend that he's fucking smart and that he's not an idiot. Oh my God, even Asmongold would not make such a mistake, okay? At least he knows basic shit. My God. This is so stupid I got even confused for a moment here. Oh, the Actman's smart, bruh. He would be sitting in a drive-through window messing up your order without YouTube. This is the craziest thing. There are people who literally would be fucking up your McDonald's order. And yet, they're multi-millionaires because they make YouTube videos, and then there's people even stupider than them trying to say, oh, the Actman's really smart, actually. This is how smart he is. 250 is 4 times more than 50. Damn, boy, that's impressive. Wow.
Times more expensive. Maybe that's why they call it the Unheard Edition, because $200 for DLC is unheard of, or because the complaints of the Tarkov community have gone unheard by the developers for many years.
Wait, okay, I'm not even gonna get into that, but wait, $200 more for the DLC? You don't get a discount if you have the game if you buy the 250 one, do you?
For reference, the Elden Ring Collector's Edition was $60 cheaper. It came with all of this stuff and a statue of Millennia. Looks pretty goddamn good. I think this was worth it. You could buy 2
If you think that fucking statue was worth it, yeah, okay.
Ultimate editions of Star Wars Outlaws for the price of the Unheard Edition. Consider this. If you and 3 buddies want to play the
hey, at least he got that one right.
Tarkov PvE mode and support the developers instead of playing a mod, $1,000.
Are you high right now? What?
Charging people between $100 to $250 for a PvE mode it's insane. One thing I should have mentioned in my AAA games video is that we're living in a time where people expect free updates. The industry has mostly grown past paid map packs and seasons passes that split the community into the haves and the have-nots.
That is true. If you're gonna make some kind of, you know, live service game, I expect a lot to be free. I expect 99% of the game to be free, in fact.
Which makes the $250 price tag all the more ridiculous. Most AAA companies aren't even this greedy. This is like quadruple A greed. Also keep in mind that Battlestate Games is a business, and businesses, before launching a product, talk about how much they should sell it for. This decision was agreed upon and announced. They thought this was the right price.
I'm retarded?
If you're wondering why people were so pissed, it's because a PvE mode has been Tarkov's most requested feature for a very long time. So they all thought you would eat all this shit up. What's wrong
Yeah, sounds fun, honestly, for a game like Tarkov.
with you? Aren't you a good consumer? Just shut up and buy it. Zoom, zoom, it's time to consume. I love consuming.
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
But hold on. 1 year ago, Nikita Buyanov, the CEO, said that offline PvE raids with progression was not an option. Could this recent change have anything to do with the other upcoming extraction shooters that will include a PvE mode? Uh-oh.
Maybe.
Uh-oh, it's hurting.
I mean, that's not a strange thing to do. I wouldn't actually even blast them for that. By the way, opinions over time change also.
Again, it's hurting up here. It wasn't just the price that people were upset about. For a game as oppressive and hardcore as Tarkov, every advantage matters a lot. How players gain and risk those advantages through skill, luck, map knowledge, and creativity is integral to the appeal of Tarkov. So to make this blood sacrifice of your bank account seem more enticing,
Oh, that's a Ted Undying sound. Nice.
BSG would allow you
To pay to win.
much of the content ? Offered in Unheard is blatantly pay-to-win features and would give you a huge head start in front of the aforementioned peasants. But how to explain this to non-Tarkov players? Well, imagine, if you will, an alternate reality where there exists a super deluxe version of Counter-Strike, where you can pay for immediate advantages over those that don't, like being able to call in reinforcements after your teammates have already been killed. Where this version gives you more starting money than other players. This version of Counter-Strike does
That
not
would be
exist in our
big.
world, thankfully. But this version of Tarkov does exist. In the Twilight Zone. And that's where it feels like we are, the fucking Twilight Zone.
Okay.
Because here's when things go from bad to worse. You see, Battlestate offered multiple versions of Tarkov during the 7 years it's been in beta, so fans have been responsible for funding Tarkov's development. And if you are willing to spend $150 on a game that isn't even finished, I'd say you're a true believer. Edge of Darkness was the ultimate edition, and one of the promises made was that everyone who bought EOD would get all future DLC for free.
Until now.
That was the good promise. That was from the good times.
JK, Unheard of is actually the super ultimate edition. But luckily for you EOD owners, you only have to pay $100 to get it.
Objection!
You do not need to buy anything at any stage. If you have EOD, you do not even pay for DLCs in the future. We're
Nice.
all in it for all coming.
So that was a fun.
I talked about it. The Escape from Tarkov devs did this, and then they understood, wait a minute. We literally just made it so the people who are most likely to give us the most money are never going to give us money again. Yeah, that's what the Escape from Tarkov's devs understood. When they dropped that pack and people ate it up, they were probably super happy. The people were happy about that pack, it was fine. But the thing is, again, at one point they figured out, wait a minute, literally all the whales and dolphins and whatevers have bought this pack, and now they're never gonna buy anything again because that's what we did? Not good. Not good. Yeah, that's where they completely messed up.
Fucking lie.
Care to explain this, BSG?
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
This is a fucking scam. Everyone who bought EOD believed in Battlestate, and they took a leap of faith for you. Well, look where they jumped. Into the fucking abyss.
Nice.
Say hi to the Four Kings for me. You can't just falsely advertise something for 6 years and then pull the plug. That's against the law.
I am above the law!
Many Tarkov fans were understandably upset at this point. So you made a bad call, BSG. As the day before developers once said, shit happens. The best thing to do in a situation like this
That was funny. And again, if any, man, I missed the day before, honestly. It was such a great time. And this was one of the funniest tweets I have ever seen in my life. Well, shit happens. Man, again, these guys got away like bandits. The brothers who started this thing are still active. They just made a new company and they're now doing mobile games. They got away like bandits. The day before was the biggest disaster in gaming history, because if you remember it, then you probably remember the fact that everyone's like, "We won the day before. It's off Steam. We won." Yeah, but they got all the money because not everyone refunded. You know, because it's, you know, effort, and what takes effort, people are not going to do what takes effort. More than half of the people refunded, thankfully, but you know, still, they got away like bandits. They got money. They didn't pay the devs. The devs were stupid enough to work for free because, you know, autism is a real thing, sadly. And, you know, now the people who made the day before are off doing other things with a lot more money than they previously had. The day before is literally one of the greatest L's in gaming history because most gamers believe that they won. Sad.
Happens. The best thing to do in a situation like this is take a few days, reconsider priorities, talk with your team, and start drafting an apology post that you can... Why is the community manager talking on Discord? Wait, what did he say? It ain't DLC. It's unique feature of the new edition added. DLC means additional
He should have added a lull at the end of that sentence.
downloadable content. PvE is a feature and a game mode. Just because you all want it to become a DLC, it wouldn't mean it is one.
What verbal diarrhea just came out of your mouth? Are you f***ing serious?
No, guys, you got it all wrong. This PvE mode isn't DLC. You just keep consuming. Don't you like buying things? Go on and buy. Spend more money, you fucking idiot.
You want to explain yourself? What are you doing? What are you doing? Making a mistake.
Making a mistake.
Bro, you're not releasing Escape from Tarkov
That's
2
nice.
Electric Boogaloo. This isn't separate from... You need the base game to install the unheard content. Therefore, it is downloadable content. Okay, so maybe the community...
Ah, that's actually a good definition of DLC, actually. Wow, I'm surprised. We heard something productive from the act, ma'am. Huh.
Community manager just went rogue for a bit. Well, let's reel him in, talk about this as a team, so we can... Who's managing the Twitter account? PvE is a unique feature which is available only for the owners of the Unheard Edition. We will keep you updated on new features exclusive for EOD owners.
Objection!
New game modes are generally accepted as DLC if put behind a paywall. Battlestate sold EOD with the promise that they would receive free access to all subsequent DLCs. And if you check these links, like this link is, what is DLC in gaming? Just answering the most basic question. But as you can see from the Wayback Machine, free access to all subsequent DLCs. When companies mess up, it's not uncommon for them to initially double down on a bad decision. What you don't often see is the triple down. You should have just taken a page out of EA's book and said, we don't call it DLC, we call it surprise scamming. Obviously the idea...
I love that surprise mechanic name.
...that this isn't DLC is just preposterous to even the most simple-minded sloth. But the reason they're trying to argue that this isn't DLC is so that they can justify charging you for it. And it was around this point, this tweet...
Well, actually, I would just call it blatant gaslighting at this point, but hey.
The people started digging, and they found something quite interesting. All of the developer diary videos talking about the Edge of Darkness edition, those have vanished. Oh, and that's not all. BSG has changed the phrasing of what's included in EOD on their website. This was revealed live on stream by Landmark.
Dude, they fucking removed it? Are you kidding me? On the left is the current page, escapefromtarkov.com, from just a couple minutes ago, April 25th, 2024. Edge of Darkness edition on both of them. They removed the word unique from the secure container 3x3 cells description. Over the last several minutes, however long this was, they literally removed the word unique because it's no longer unique because they're offering it in another edition.
Like I said, people purchased EOD.
There's actually way more to that, but you know what's funny about this unique 3x3 cell container? They can just keep it being unique. Just say that this is a different 3x3 cell container. Oh, that would be amazing.
Offering it in another edition.
Like I said, people purchased EOD based on what was listed and advertised. To go back and retroactively hide and change this fact and get caught in 4K doing it, to me, that's the smoking gun. That is all the evidence you need to prove that this was all done with malicious intent. Cut, print, put it in the papers. BSG are pieces of shit. If you didn't already know, now you do. Reputation forever tarnished. But we're only at the halfway point of this story. At this point, the story started to travel beyond the core Tarkov community. Other developers took to Twitter and roasted Battlestate Games. Be sure to check out the deals in the acquisition center today with prices so low, they're practically unheard of. True believers can grab the CM21 Trench Paramedic for only 250 super credits. Not available for free to super citizens.
Wow.
You destroyed that company without even touching them. $250 Daisy starter loot bundle is now sold out. Thank you. Limited.
Again, I said it once, I'll say it again. It's a really dark day when Daisy's trying to make fun of you because, man, Daisy is trash.
Stock as we can't give to everyone. It's too expensive and technically hard. The true believers will get to enjoy the bundle for 6 months. If you don't get these jokes, you will. But like, how are you getting blasted by Daisy?
Exactly.
Of all games? Daisy just destroyed you. Arena Breakout Infinite is another upcoming extraction shooter, and while it does have a terrible name, they too took to Twitter to capitalize on the bad press of their competition and poked fun at Battlestate Games and their Unheard edition. Have a nice 20-minute adventure in the blatant plagiarist game. In and out.
Objection!
Ooh.
Video games cannot be sued for plagiarism for simply being a same or similar category. I cannot believe that I have another opportunity to bring this ancient meme out of its grave, but we are concerned Arena Breakout Infinite may be replicating the experience that Escape from Tarkov is known for. The plagiarism accusation is ridiculous already, but why did...
I mean, listen, that's typically just an intimidation tactic if they're being completely real. Doesn't make it less funny and stupid, though.
You decide to signal boost your competition at a time when your audience has never felt more disillusioned or dissatisfied with your product.
What is going on in your mind? You don't know.
I don't know. You don't know.
Stupid mistakes.
You're just throwing shade, dude. You guys are clearly pissed. Just shut the hell up and come out with a nice apology. And that is exactly what they did. Later that day, Nikita made the first of many well-received posts on Reddit. Update regarding EOD editions. To honor the owners of the EOD version and their...
Oh no, considering I know the full timeline of what's happening, this is just that, oh, you know what, boys? You get a discount. Yeah, you know, $250, you get a discount, you fucking poor shit. You get a discount. And everyone who did something else, you also get a discount. The people who already bought it, yeah, nothing we can do about that one. Oops. But, you know, everyone gets a discount for like 2 months. And after you buy it or upgrade it to it, well, you know, these things are not even going to be permanent. This was a crazy.
Indelible importance and role in the EFT universe, we plan to add the following new unique features to the edition. And as you can see, these are just a bunch of nice perks that make the game easier for you. But what's really interesting is high priority matching for EOD owners for 6 months. Adding high priority matching for EOD owners for 6 months is now scamming non-EOD owners, as this was not part of the different packages when they were deciding which edition to buy. So you've just made everyone even more pissed off.
Yeah.
You have to pay more. I thought that's what you paid for the game for, to play it. Now you have to pay an extra fee to get high priority matchmaking? Nobody let the Call of Duty publishers know about this. Are you telling me I am stuck in a 15-minute queue every game on purpose only because I only paid $80 for a beta game? Yeah. You didn't spend enough, you dumbass. Access to offline PvE for EOD owners for 6 months. We have gone through a lot of bad business practices in the game industry on this channel. And I cannot ever recall seeing a quadruple down. I have altered the deal again. Pray I don't keep altering it. First, the people who paid for EOD don't want this shit that you're offering. This post, of course, didn't fool anybody. You're basically saying, okay, hey guys, so we thought we would scam you a lot, but because of this pushback, what if we only scammed you a little bit? What if we scammed you a bit less? Is 6 months acceptable? No, it's not okay. So now all hell is breaking loose. You've got Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, Discord, online forums. Basically everyone is bashing this game, bashing BSG, and they're all in total agreement. The Discord mods are protesting the server. It's $100 to unlock name. The server itself is in open rebellion with people spamming copy pastas. BSG is getting blasted.
Oh yeah, the server was complete. The spam in the server was crazy in the first day when this happened.
On Twitter by their community, by other developers. Their tweets are constantly hit with community notes. It is rare to see virtually everybody in a gaming community on the same side. At this point, there's no possibility in my mind that BSG...
No, not really, and I'm not saying this because Helldivers 2 happened, you know, yesterday and whatnot. It's not actually that rare.
BSG doesn't immediately reverse everything they just announced, and it would be pure nonsense if we saw the quintuple down. So imagine my shock when an unreleased interview with Nikita is leaked onto the internet. By the way, the BSG community manager verifies this leak, so this is him. And we also learned that BSG had planned to edit and alter this interview before publishing it. You want to see the level of contempt the CEO of Battlestate has for his most dedicated fans? Here.
Well, obviously he has a lot of contempt. I didn't say it because I forgot I was in the moment, but all of these issues are literally just because of greed. Because the CEO wants more money. The server thing that he was talking about, you know, the fast keyword, whatever it's called, that one only is a problem because, well, they don't want to buy the server capacity to accommodate everyone at launch. So that's a thing. Yes, that whole thing just exists because Nikita is a little bit too greedy to just buy enough server capacity so most people can get in instantaneously. That's it. That's crazy.
Here it is. It's time to start preparing for the release. It's time to understand who are the true believers.
Wow. What do you mean, what? Aren't you on a political ideology that literally is pretty much honestly the fucking same?
If I bought the EOD edition and I heard the CEO talking like this, I would be fucking furious. True believers? What is this, a cult? Are you Dutch? Who among you is a true believer? And who
is betraying me?
And he also talks about the beacon, which will allow you to summon players in PvP. Why not let this only be in PvE? It's a cool mechanic for PvP too.
Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up.
Regarding the DLC line, when you check out the pre-order page, the season pass line for EOD has been removed, but we can find using Internet Archive. We didn't remove that.
He's a liar. He's a son of a bitch.
Bro,
dude, you know what's the sad part about this? Even though this is a blatant lie, and there's blatant evidence towards the fact that it is a blatant lie, some people would buy this. If the situation was less worse, some people would buy this. Some people would believe it.
He's a son of a bitch.
Bro, I don't think there's any coming back from this. Like, you...
A lot of problems in this industry are, well, everywhere in the world arise just because people want to believe something. People don't want to be wrong about something. People want the thing that they like to be the big thing, the true thing. And this is how these problems happen. Again, if the situation was a little bit less worse, this would have completely slide. People would believe that the CEO said, oh yeah, they never did this, and then someone shows this to them and they're like, I don't give a shit, the CEO didn't lie, prove me wrong. Pro tip, you already did, but you can't. You can't change some people's minds. If they want something to be true, it's gonna be true.
I don't think there's any coming back from this. Like, you played your hand. You had a 2-7 offsuit and you bet on it. You're done for. It's totally understandable that any company wants to have more revenue. Wouldn't it be better to release a support pack while being honest with the community? We are honest with the community. I would ask, is there some kind of money issue for EFT? Should we be worried about the full release?
Everything is coming together exactly as I planned.
So this is the obvious question. Why did they choose to monetize the game this way when there is, like, literally anything else would have been a better method of monetization? They did the Unheard edition because they thought it would make the most money and it's what they could get away with. And that's it. Turns out...
Is that a shit? Kind of looks like one, huh?
Their audience isn't as stupid and gullible as they thought. He also says, we cannot give PvE to everyone. It's too expensive and technically hard right now. Those who will support still get this option. It's like, why are you bitching about your financial problems? Go figure it out. It's your job. Battlestate Games has been trying to...
To be fair, they most likely wouldn't have any financial problems if this wasn't Russia, and all the money that could have been embezzled was not already embezzled. There, listen. If you're Russian and you're not stealing, you're an idiot. If you're Russian and you're not stealing from your job, you're an idiot. If you're a Russian and there's some free money to be made by stealing and you're not doing it, you're an idiot. That is the simple truth of every country that is beyond corruption. Look at Russia, look at China, look at all of those shitholes. Where there is possibility to have corruption and you're not doing it, you're an idiot. Look at the USA not Supreme Court, but what's it called? Where Nancy Pelosi is, that place. Yeah, that glorious place that thought that AOC is a smart person. Filled to the brim with corruption.
See what they can get away with, and thankfully people aren't buying it, because if there hadn't been such a huge reaction here, no doubt when the full release of Tarkov comes around, they would have pulled something similar. If they're going to lie to your face, lie behind the scenes, and try to hide their tracks, just keep that in mind whenever the next announcement comes out. Remember what this company's intentions are. Ladies and gentlemen, the story does not end there. I have the unholy pleasure of introducing you to the first and hopefully last sex couple down. Update on current situation. I have opened the deal again.
Is this the last one? Because I have not. Okay, I don't know after that part.
I don't alter it a fourth time. First of all, PvE game mode. This is not DLC. DLC, in our understanding, is the major additions to the game. At this stage, it's not possible to launch all players who are EOD owners. Right now, we simply do not have the required amount of resources for this. We observe your dissatisfaction and have decided that the functionality of the PvE mode will be available for free to all owners at the release of the game when the server infrastructure will be improved to the required capacity. This is a very good comment right here. Still very...
So it's not about improving the required capacity. The devs of Tarkov just understand one thing. When new thing is put out, interest goes like this. But after a week or two, interest goes like this. So essentially, again, this is just greed. They want to skip that week where interest is like this, so they need to get more server capacity because that's probably expensive.
Tone deaf and arrogant. Tarkov is still in beta, and you use the money we gave you to fund other BS we didn't ask for or expect. Common sense should tell you don't move resources anywhere until Tarkov is feature complete. Once you've shipped...
I mean, this person clearly does not understand countries like China, Russia, Turkey, and whatnot.
The game, then go and waste whatever resources you want doing your own shit. Now, some people might say this was a step in the right direction, but it's not. There is only one step in the right direction, fulfilling the promise you made. They keep trying to sweeten the deal. It's like, bro, you failed the speech check. There's no negotiating now. You can't barter to get a better price. Now, here's what many have speculated as the reason for all of this shit happening. The BSG made a huge investment into Tarkov Arena, and they took a big gamble with that, promoting it at various conventions and spending a lot of money developing it, and people didn't give a shit. It's my theory that the Unheard edition was an attempt to squeeze what they could from their most loyal, true believers and discard the others. Hope these people jump ship, these freeloaders who expect to get all this DLC for free. They want people to pay more so they don't have to pay as much for server space. And then after this, Nikita posted a non-apology. I would like to say that I am very sorry that fans in the game community in general are experiencing these feelings. I'm sorry you feel—
Oh, this is the good one. Well, I'm sorry you don't like what we're doing.
Feel that way. That's not—
Dude, Young, yeah, I even knew that was a bad sentence.
a real apology, dude. And now they announce, oh, well, we decided to open PvE to EOD owners for free. So at this point, for the most part, they have capitulated, but people are still upset reasonably. They have announced so many different updates and changes and all this shit. It's like, you just gotta get it right the first time, because trying to keep up with all this shit is just a nightmare. Now, at the start of this video, I said that you would believe this is as bad as the day before in the Battlefront 2 loot box fiasco.
No,
and the
not
reason
at
I'm
all.
arguing that is because the day before was a game that tried to scam people who were hopeful, who were looking forward.
Yeah. Man, zombie games are really good at scamming people. I don't know what's with zombie games, but man, people love them. Anyway, that was the act, ma'am. Bye-bye.